Welcome to the edition of Let's Play Farming Simulator 2013 on The American Farm. Alright, as you can see, we got our New Holland. We're still harvesting those fields. They're pretty darn big fields, so we're continuing on with our harvest. So we actually haven't finished those fields yet, although I did progress time because we were getting late in the day, and I didn't want to record at night, so I started recording in the morning instead. It's brighter outside. Anyways, let me just hop over here. So I got my truck waiting here. Our Peterbilt 379. I don't know why I'm having a momentary lapse of reason, but where is it? Peterbilt 379. Yes, Peterbilt 379. He's waiting here for the overloader. We have not picked up the overloader yet. However, we're going to do that right now. Where are we here? So because the overloader we're going to be getting is rather large, we're going to pick up a new tractor in order to work with the overloader itself. Now, because we're sticking to North American tractors, we have a couple of options. One of the options being these two. They're in the right range, 340 horsepower. I feel that's a good range for what we're going to be doing with it. The other option is these John Deeres at 280 horsepower ones, these two. That's a possibility as well. And that's it basically. And these ones down here, which are 395 horsepower. Now, we already have a couple John Deeres, so I'm going to go with a case this time, try and keep it even, Steven, so to speak. We have this one, which has 240 horsepower, but I think for our particular overloader we're going to get, actually it's not going to be powerful enough. I'm not sure, it doesn't actually say, but just to be on the safe side. Now, the question becomes, what overloader are we going to get? This one was a possibility. I could still do this, although it takes a while to unload this one. I know that for a fact. It's Duke's, obviously. It says Duke Farm right there. We're going to go with... Where are we here? One of the Kinsey ones. Last season we had the Kinsey soft trap wheel grain cart. This time we're going to go with the flotation wheel grain cart. Let's go ahead and buy that. And in order to have a tractor that can use that particular overloader, we need a tractor, so we're going to go with the Case IH Magnum 340 twin wheels for 300 grand. Excellent. Let's ask our local dealer to deliver that. I'm sure they'd be more than happy, considering we just dropped $340,000 at their shop. Let's take a quick peek. This is the Case IH Magnum 340. This is another mod. It is not not the titanium pack. There you have it. It's basically exactly the same as the titanium pack one, if I remember correctly. However, it is just a mod. Now, it does have 340 horsepower, which is nice for us because this grain cart is enormous. And I don't think too many other tractors would have been able to handle it seriously. And it would look kind of funny with some of the other tractors. Does it need... No, I don't need to touch the PTO. Oh, look at that. That works well. Anyways, so let's go ahead and get this started. So, we have our Case IH Magnum 340. Oh, this is actually pretty heavy on this, too. Jeez. Let's unroll. No. Isn't there an unroll button? Where is it? Unfold pipe, open close roof. Alright. Numpad 7. There we go. Apparently I forget which one's a numpad. Sheesh. Alright, so we got that done. Let's unfold the pipe as well. So this is going to be a tractor that's going to be able to do this relatively easily. This particular overloader does use quite a bit of horsepower to maneuver because it is a rather large overloader. I think it holds like something along the lines of, oh man, something along the lines of 34,000 or 40,000 liters, basically. Something along those lines. So it's not a small overloader by any means. So, alright. So let's set up a course. I set up the course for the truck already, so there's no need to worry about that. What I am going to do is I'm going to set up a course for this briefly here. Alright, let's just start it from right in the middle here. Like so. What I'd like to do with the overloader course is I like to kind of swing out and then swing in with these, because they do take a while to position sometimes properly. And sometimes your first time around setting it up doesn't always work out for you, so kind of have to do a little bit of fiddling sometimes. And this particular auger on this overloader is really it's really long, basically. Alright, set up a weight point like so, drive forward a little bit, perfect, and then veer off. Excellent. Alright, so that's our overloader course. Hopefully that works. We'll find out in a second. Call this overloader. There we go. And set it to overloader. First waypoint's fine. Set it for the John Deere. Select manually, and let's see how she works. And what we need to do is come over here to this guy and stop him, because he is going to get in the way, undoubtedly. Let's just see if this works properly here. He's going to want to, yeah. So this is what happens sometimes with course play, because there's like a queue, essentially. So the New Holland goes first, and then the case goes, basically. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. I'm not sure 100%, but just the way they do it for whatever reason. Alright, let's see how she works. Alright. This looks good. I don't know why. I thought that was the end of the field there. I was like, oh, I guess we're almost done. This is kind of pointless. Alright, so I'll just hop in the combine here and tell this guy to drive home. And then that will bring the case in here. And momentarily, it should, there we go, case is coming in. So let's move this New Holland out of the way, because he is most definitely going to be in the way. Let's just verify this is going to work the way it's supposed to. Because when you first do it, you're never quite sure how it's going to work out, so you always need to test these things out a little bit. Now, I don't normally drive all over the field like this, but this particular time, it seemed like the right thing to do. Wow, that's pretty low. Or pretty close, I should say. And I didn't put this guy in a group. I don't know which group. Let's put him in group 1, it's fine. So that should be good. Whoa, so as you can see, it's pretty heavy, even on this tractor, which is a big tractor. Although I guess the mod itself is not weighted properly, which happens sometimes. Alright, is he going to unload it completely? So we may run into issues with this particular tractor, this mod. We'll see in a second, actually. So, alright. What we're going to do is I'm going to do the same thing I did with the New Holland there. I'm just going to get him to send him home, and he should go and overload into the truck, hopefully. Alright. Might as well completely unload him. There's no point of wasting the little bit of time we have here with this overloader. There we go. Alright, now let's watch our case and see what he decides to do. Because they always act funny. Oh yeah, this trailer is super heavy. And I think this particular mod can't handle it very well. Even with these supposed weights in the front. It was working, but it's a little on the actual trailer itself is pretty heavy in comparison to the mod, it looks like. So, the 9630 might have been a better choice, I don't know, but like I mentioned before, I'm not a big fan of articulated tractors doing overloading just because of the way they move. Well, this one is moving pretty funny too. Alright, is it going to work? We're going to find out. And it does have plow spec apparently, I didn't notice that before. So it should be interesting. Now you should come over here and just pop out that pipe. If all is well. Excellent. Now is it going to unload in there? Good, and that should be enough space for the truck to get in there if the overloader is already rating. Should be, is the keyword, of course. Good, excellent. Alright, what else have we got here? Nope. Let's go check on our other combine here. He is almost done this field. This has been a couple episodes working on this field, but basically what's happened is I fast forwarded time a little bit, recorded an episode, fast forward time a little bit, just so I could record in the day. And the other time was mostly, I think, was because of the great demand as well a little bit, so something to keep in mind. Alright. What do we got going on? I think that's about it. So what I'm going to do is going to make this a quick episode. Or else you'll be seeing me selling a whole bunch of stuff again. So I'm going to leave it there for the time being. I know it's a shorter one, but you know, you still get an episode for the day. Maybe not as long as you're used to. And the other reason why is because I think it actually stopped recording, but we'll find out momentarily. Anyways, my name's Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013. Catch you guys later.